it makes an experience more with it focuses more on emotions than being like reality.
いやいや、ちょい、その現実味じゃなくて、ああ、いたhe's still there! Okay, YouTube. He's still there. Hello!
Perfect.
ヒデさん、ごめんなさい。YouTube の開始をしてなかった。Twitch でずっと話してた。Okay, I put the YouTube on now. Yes, just a little recap for him. ちょっと今まで話したことをちょっと軽くまとめます。自己紹介。2人は大学の頃、修士学のリサーチで仲良くなった。で、その時にゲーム開発はしてなかったけども、ゲームを通して、ダブルバインドというそのトピックをどうやってそのプレイヤーに体験させるかっていうのを考えているうちにリサーチしているうちにゲーム作るんだったらこれ学ばないとねあれ学ばないとねっていうのを、お互い勉強してで片方、フランシスさんがアーティスト的なもの、ビジュアルの方ですねで、ジョナサンさんがテクニカルな方 UI とかね、プログラミングの方をそれを自然にこう作るようになったと。でこのビジュアルの話を今してたところで前作の、リカバー、I'm very bad with the mantis, repairing mantis. I was going to say recovering mantis. でそのリペアリングマンティスという、ゲームから今回のハングリーフライはでももっとしっかりと作ろうということで、やりました。見れますか？Can you see? 見れますか？ Okay. There we go. っていうのをやってた。Now, I want to go a bit more about how you recreated the fly part. So I know, we are human beings, so we can't walk on walls. So how do you like process that? How did you imagine yourself becoming a fly? Is this Jonathan or?
It's both, I feel.
How did you start off? Like, did you? So the whole game itself, did it start from a fly, or was you thinking about a different playable character?
It was you. You were both, and in the first prototype, you were. We have a video, in fact, of that. Our very very first prototype. You were. Yeah, we can just show you.
Oh, okay. なんか動画見せてくれるって前のやつ。
We can send the video link if you.
Yes, please, on Discord.
Yeah, I've sent it in the chat.
This Discord channel is for all the developers I've interviewed, so nothing NDA related, please.
Okay.
No, it's our own stuff.
Yeah. So, there's one question. So, on the Mantis, why is the thumbnail the flying thingy? Is that related to the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are like the main characters other than yourself in the game.
And you thought it was cuter than a Mantis?
Yeah, and also we don't have a full model of the mantis. We just have the arms.
なるほどね。こちらのマンティスの方、今リンク貼りますね。前作のマンティスの方はですね、サムネにこのムササビが使われている理由は、そのプレイヤブルね、自分のプレイヤーキャラクター以外で最もよく出るキャラクターではあるから。もう一つの理由が、その主人公であるマンティスね、カマキリのフルモデルがないそうなんです。フルモデル存在しないから出せない。なので、あるフルモデルのあるキャラクターを出したとのことだそうです。Okay, where did you put the link?
Yeah, we put it in the channel of the discussion, but we can put it in general if you'd like.
Channel of the discussion. How do I see that? There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, thank you. よし。よいしょ。Hold on, let's check. Boom. 取り込みます動画を Let's watch a video.
So everything from the Younger Fly came from that first prototype.
おお、最初のプロトタイプだったよ。そう、釜だけしかない。
There's.
Go ahead.
Is there? I don't know if you uploaded sound, but you can turn off the sound. There's no.
Oh, there's
yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You will hear Francois and his girlfriend talking. So.
Okay, I'm muted. Yeah. こうやって音はないそうです。これが最初の A very shiny fly. プロトタイプのokay, so it is a prototype. これね、雲を操作するシーンもあるんですよね。Oh, there's a fly. Oh, this is more like a modern 3D style, isn't it?
Yeah.
Movement.
Yeah. It was done very. I don't know.
I don't think
It was so
Repairing
long
Mantis
ago.
was. Yeah, Repairing Mantis wasn't really done at that time. I think you were just like doing this for a game jam or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was just for fun. I listened to a Rick and reference track, and the vibe of the music just gave me that idea of, hey, it would be cool if you were like a spider but eaten by its own flies. You eat some flies and then the uprise, the revenge against the spider.
Oh, what?
And
Wait, okay, let me get that straight. So, okay, so you are also the spider, but you also and the spider eats the fly, and then as a fly, you also get the revenge, to get revenge onto the spider.
Yeah,
that was the initial idea of that prototype, but which was it really changed a lot, and eventually, well, it's the hungry fly.
Yeah.
That is so okay. どうやら元々ね、go ahead.
At first, at the end of the prototype, the fly would swarm the spider and then eat it. So,
もともとは雲がハエを食べて、でそのハエになってその雲となってハエを食べて、でさらにハエとなってその雲に復讐をする。で最後にはハエまみれの雲になるというのを考えていたそうなんです。That's pretty effed up. That's pretty crazy. すごい。Okay. なるほどね。ちなみに、質問とかしたら、見かけたら発見します。モデル省略一年賞インディーゲームよくあるのだろうか。多分あると思う。あると思うわ。いや、ごめん。やっぱりないかもしれないわ。ね、本当のグリムドアみたいだよね。Okay, and then, so that's how it started off. And then the fly part. So you went with the fly, and then you had to get the fly onto the walls. Was that difficult?
yeah, on the technical part,
Yeah.
kind of. Like there's still some people saying that it gives them a hard time with the controls and everything. But
Yeah.
At first, when we started, the controls were so bad that we even had to difficulty controlling it, and that's why you see like you can't walk on the ceiling. You
Yeah.
can't walk on everything more than, if I go on the technical part, like 90 degrees from your base position. So we had to first improve the programming and the character controller and everything, but we also had to design the environment so it would feel natural to walk on things. Like I you probably can't see, but everything in this particular room is tilted a bit, so everything is like at the 99 or 97 degrees, so you can walk on it freely. We have some weird spot where we put some colliders so you can walk on it. So everything is very personalized so that this character controller with this environment works, but if you put it in another context, it's breaking apart. So,
yeah, because everything is not 90 degrees. Like this is supposed to be 90 degrees, but it's not, right?
yeah.
どうやらやっぱりこの操作ハエとしてのキャラクターでいろんなとこ歩いたりね飛んだりするよね、すごいキャラクター作るの大変じゃなかったんですかっていうのを聞いたところですね、大変な部分があったと。でただ例えばですね、このように屋根じゃねえ、天井は歩けたりはしないですねと。90度、自分のキャラクターに対して90度のところは、歩けないと、張り付くことはできないと。でもこうやってね、ペタッと貼り付けるよね。なぜかっていうと、この部屋の全てが数度ずらしてるらしいです。だからこの部屋のこの90度ね、この床に対して90度になっている部分は90度に見えるけど実は違うんです。ちょっと数度ずれてると。 なので、この部屋に関してはちょっと逐一調整をしてハエがきちんなんていうんですよ、自由にどこでも貼り付けるように、飛べるように、作っていったっていうことなんですね。それでハエ感を出したそうです。And then the final result is a fly that can go anywhere and also eats everything. Are you happy with
Yeah.
this?
I'm yeah, you can go for it, François.
Yes. It's I really like the fact that it's very crazy ideas, and it's I'm always happy when I see a very crazy idea come to life, and when you can ask yourself like, where is this coming from, why was this created, and what's the intention behind this. I really like this kind of stuff in general, and yeah.
And as a programmer, I really like having like difficult problems to solve. And when we first thought of having a character go on everything, it was very like a new problem I hadn't solved before, and it was nice finding some solutions that worked for us in that kind of context, because there's a lot of games that go on everything on every part of a model or anything, but not a lot of that are first person, and it gave a lot of people some hard time to see and control it, and we found some solutions to alleviate the dizziness and the feeling of I don't know where I am. So it was really fun finding those solutions.
なるほどね。で、だからクリエイティブの方では、やっぱりそのちょっと不思議な変なもの、やっぱりこの不思議な世界観っていうのをきちんと表現できてっていうのですごい満足はしていると。で、テクニカルな部分でも、やっぱりその主観、一人称視点で、どこにでも貼り付けるみたいな、っていうのはなかなか見当たらない、多くは見当たらないですね、確かにね。なので、それを、技術的な部分では、その新たな問題に直面するのが好き。難しい問題に直面するのが好きだから、一つのものをこなしてまた難しい新たな問題が出てきたらそれにタックルするのが好きだから、それを徐々にこなしていってこのようなゲームになったっていうのがすごい嬉しいとのことです。ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。ちなみに今日はですね、エンディングとかについて話はしません。全体的な雰囲気と背景について話はします。エンディング自体はみんなプレイしてみてねっていうことなので。What was the most difficult thing like at the start of development? I guess technically, maybe, Jonathan.
Uh,
Do you remember?
At first, we did both the spider character and the fly character at the same time. They're using the same character controller, if I can say something like that. And that was pretty hard, developing like a character controller that would fit both types of movement. So that was pretty hard, and I was using at the same time an event system that was maybe I'm going too deep in technical stuff, so
Wait,
don't
so,
forget.
Now, are you talking about where you have to move the fly and the spider in the same screen, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like the way the spider moves uses the same code as the fly when you're in first person. Yeah, so that was a weird thing to think about, and I wanted to have like every character in the game that was controlled by the same code. So I had to create like a system that was very versatile and complicated to use in a certain way. But once it worked very well, and it was easy to use. But yeah, it was a hard time developing that.
このゲームを開発で最初の方で一番難しかったこと何ですかって聞いたところですね、いろいろあるんですけども、どうやらこのハエと雲を同時にねこう移動させるシーンっていうのがあるんですけども、さっきの動画でも見せましたよね。ああいう風に、動かすんですけど、一つの画面でとかではなく、ハエの動かすプログラミングコーディングねと雲を動かすコーディング同じだそうです。だから同じ動きをするキャラクターたちを別なシーンで見せてるんですよ、あれって。So wait, so correct me if I'm wrong. So you are showing a character that moves the same way but from a different perspective. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I have some options that I can activate or deactivate, so the spider can't fly and obviously and things like that. But with a push of a button, I can make it fly and behave like the fly. So
That's interesting. Do you think you can use it in another game ever?
probably,
Yeah.
there's a lot of customization that we're able to do. At first, the spider was being controlled as a tank, like it moved on itself, and the first demos have this kind of control, and we updated them later because people found it was hard to control. So I could probably use them in another context, but I feel like we're gonna use something new or
Yeah,
weird.
of course, right? Yeah, I hear that a lot. Like a lot of developers, they want to go to the next one.
Recycling
Yeah.
is too easy.
Yeah, I know, right? You always torture yourselves.
Yeah, I feel like we're masochist a bit. Yeah.
まあ、そのシステムって他のゲームで使えそうですかね。でも確かに、まあ、使えるっちゃ使えるだろうねと。コーディングそのまま言って、で、まあ、その違うゲームで応用可能ではあるが、やっぱ違うもの作りたいよねって。結構、インディーゲーム開発者、開発者は、M っていうのがあるんですよね。みんな新しいこと、難しいことをもっとやりたいんだっていうのがね、根本的にあるんですよね。How about what was the most fun thing during development? Do you remember anything?
Fun thing. Maybe you have something,
Uh,
François.
It doesn't have to be
well,
like. Go ahead. Sorry.
It was really seeing things come to life was really some of the crazy ideas in the repairment is too. That's one of the things I like control a creature. You're a human in real life, so controlling something else, doing things that are totally impossible, crazy, surreal. Every time we make something work and integrate the visuals with that and seeing things come to life, it's always very fun to play with it.
楽しいことはやっぱり
Go for it.
楽しいことはやっぱりその開発をしていて、で自分が作ったものがそのまあ命を吹き込まれるのを見るっていうのがすごい好き。やっぱりそのいろんなものをね作っててね、あこれいいな、あこれがやっぱりちゃんと動くようになったわ、それが好きだそうですね。Okay, you gonna say?
Yeah, I wanted to say we did a lot of testing in this game and released 2 demos and seeing how people reacted at first was really nice because when we're in our home and creating this on our side, we never know how people will react to it or how people will interact with the elements in the environment and everything like that, and seeing people being baffled and like, what is going on? I want to learn more about the story, and when testing, the story isn't all fleshed out. So seeing these reactions really made me want to create the whole experience and have them experience something truly special. So yeah.
Special and different.
Yeah.
Well, special is different, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. 嬉しかったのはやっぱりその自分のゲームをまあプレテストでやったりとか、まあ Do you like also watch sometimes people play streaming and videos?
Yeah. And that's very hard to do at the same time because whenever you see someone play, you're always worried that they're gonna find a bug that you don't know about, or that they're not gonna be receptive to the story. So you always want to like write in the chat like, oh, this is like this part of the game, and that you want to explain some things so they feel comfortable playing, but at the same time, it's when you're playing, it's nice to don't have it's nice to have like a first experience on yourself by yourself. So I'm really like hitting myself not to write anything and just enjoy the experience that the person is having. But it's very fun to see this, and I really like seeing people take the game not take the game for themselves, but like making the game feel personal for themselves. So like we have our own way of thinking about the game, but seeing how people think differently about it is very nice to see, and always what makes me the most happy seeing. Yeah.
やっぱりその、まあ、人がプレイするのを見てその反応する見てるのがすごい楽しいっていうのはあると。でやっぱり配信とか実況、っていうのも見には行くと。ただその時にちょっとねバグが発見されたりするの不安になるっていう。だからねうわちょっと怖いなって思いつつも見ると。であともう一つがそのこのゲーム本当不思議な変なゲームだからその最初のその反応とか、ネタバレしたくないからコメントをしないようにってすごい我慢するっていうのがある。でそこはでもやっぱり人が見てその反応する。あとそのこのストーリーをプレイして何かをこう感じ取る共感してくれるっていうのをすごく、まあ、嬉しいというか感動する面の一つっていうことがあるそうですね。Someone's asking, is there going to be a Japanese for the mantis?
There's nothing in the works for now.
Yeah.
It's something I would like to see.
Uh-huh.
But as of now, there's nothing in the
Okay,
works.
okay.
So
But it is
sorry about
something. Yeah.
that.
なので、今現状では何もやってないけども、日本語化されたら嬉しいなっていうのがあるそうです。今話したジョナサンさんは、日本のことが好きで日本にも来たことがあるし、日本に興味もあると。日本語もちょっと勉強してるそうです。はい。なので、ほら、今のほら、ね、日本語で自己紹介してもらっていいですか。
うん。
どうぞ。
3年前、日本語のクラスを使います。日本語を勉強しますけど、練習しませんけど、そう、私の日本語は上手じゃない。ゲームとアニメと見ます。ジョーリングをします。So yeah, I'm doing a bit of work on this. I'm not very good, but I'm trying to be able to understand more than I can talk.
No, and you are going to get the Japanese 日本語上手。Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
The famous.
Yes, the famous.
日本語上手ですね。
Yes. But you are 上手。Yeah. Your pronunciation is very. It's like it's less more. What's it? Not dialect. 鉛って英語でなんだっけ。You know, there's a not dialect. You know, when you speak another language, you have accent.
Yeah.
My brain. Yeah. It was the accent was more natural than I expected.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. So next time you come to Japan, you said the anime. Sorry, just to squeeze in a question here. What anime do you like?
I like a lot of anime, but
name a few.
Some of my favorites are Steins Gate. I really like Steins Gate. Recently, I really like Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Mad did a really good animation on this anime. I also read the manga. So yeah, and for the fun of it, I'm watching Shika no Ko no Ko.
Shika no Ko no Ko.
Yeah.
The one that which really went viral for the first episode, and then I have Yeah, how about Francis? How about you? Do you watch anime or movies or?
Yeah. I liked I watched Ongaku animation movie this week.
What was that again? One more time.
Ongaku.
Anime.
Ongaku.
Yeah, like music. Yeah.
My pronunciation might be might not be as good as Jonathan.
No. Just I didn't know. Is it a movie?
Ongaku. Yes.
It's by Inyo. Is it?
No.
No?
It's the music animation movie.
これか。音楽映画音楽。 日本のアニメーション映画大橋博之へえはーいこれ誰かわかる？あ、そうそう、鹿の子コシャンタンね、普通に見てたちょっと見てしまったっていう感じ。これか。Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. Let me put the link on.
バンド
It's a little
やらない。
obscure.
いや、なんか今リンク貼ったけど、ウェブサイトのリンク貼ったけど、音楽YouTube 開きますのでご注意ください。で、Yeah, very obscure.
It's very good.
知らなかった。Okay, you're gonna say something else?
I really like Inyo Asano in general. From the New World. I forgot the Japanese title.
これか。ニューワールド。Hold on, I think my anime expert is not here today. これか。たまニューエこれかな？へえ。Alright, I'll ask when he comes. ニッチだね。そう、知らない。ね、he's here, but he didn't know. Wow.
François is the master of underground stuff.
Wow, とってもアングラな。That is very good. Hey, someone's also saying, oh, you like Steins Gate? That's pretty rare. I did.
Yeah, it's very nice. And I didn't watch the second season though. I have to watch it like soon. But yeah.
シーズン2まだ見てないけど、ちょっと見ないといけないなっていうことらしいです。Francis, anything else was there you wanted to mention?
In Japanese culture, there's also a lot. Takashi Miike, I love his movies.
三池武史だよね。たけし。
Yeah.
はあ。
What else? Obscure stuff. Other obscure music. The Hatch. A very crazy band. The Hatch is very good music from Japan.
The Hatch. Wait. I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow. The Hatch っていうバンドがあるんだ。はあ。へえ。Thank you for teaching me. いや、学んだね。今日はいろんなことが学べる配信、J-mon 配信へようこそ。You can learn many things in my stream. Come along. Okay, thank you.
It's an educational stream.
Definitely. Thank you for that. Oh, no. Okay, we are pressing. There's a few things that I want to ask that I usually ask to developers. So the motivation part. A lot of indie developers that I talk to, they have a hard time keeping up motivation. How long was this game in development first? That's my first question.
It's been 3 years in development, but we were part-time some of those years. Not all of those years, but some of those were part-time. So in total, maybe like 2 years. Yeah, go for it.
で、このゲーム自体は3年ぐらい。ただ1年間はちょっとパートしながらサイトでやってたと。でも2年間をこのゲームでやったと。で、ここで動機をどうやってモチベーションを保ったのか聞きたいんですよね。So how did you keep up motivation for 2 years? Because 2 years is a long time. There must have been ups and downs.
Sure.
Yes.
It really was. Well, we have multiple chapters which are pretty different one another, and one way is the Repair Mantis. We really try to stick to the initial concept of the initial idea of the game. So we were like, okay, stick to the plan, stick to the initial vision. But with this game, we were like, okay, it's gonna be a bit longer, so let's be open to to changes and not have always this pressure of stick to the initial vision, because the initial vision, when it's 3 years back, it's not as exciting as it is. So over time, it's interesting to bring new ideas and just bring your new vision of the game. So that's what we tried with this game, to bring new, let ourselves be influenced by new ideas during the development. So there's more emotions in this game. I think in the Hungry Fly than the Repair Mantis. The Repair Mantis was very focused on one dark theme, and the Hungry Fly is more a bit more over the place around, and it's more abstract also because of that. And I think both way of creating are interesting in a way. But yeah, that is one way that we try to keep our motivation up.
Sorry, it sounds like that you had a lot of ideas, you looked for a lot of ideas, which was fun, and you kind of applied it to the game and then started cutting things. Is that right?
We're always on the we're always cutting thing and wanting to put more things in it.
Exactly. So that's why
it's hard to have a balance of where should I cut, what is the best version of this one mechanic I want to add, and how can I not overcomplicate things
I guess
while creating.
both of you like creating stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess that's what. Yeah, that's a lot of developers won't be happy with that answer. それいい質問ですよ。それあと15分後ぐらいに聞きます。それ最後の質問らへんに聞きます。未来のやつはありがとうございます。絶対聞く。今モチベーションの話したんだけど、まあいろんその開発ね2年間いろいろやるでしょ。でいろんな新しいものを探すのが好きって言ってるんですよね。だからこのゲームを作るにあたり、例えばマンティスの方はもう一つのダークなテーマだけ。でも、フライはいろんなテーマが入っている、組み込まれている。ただ、それはなんかこう、もやがかっているというか、フルで入っているわけじゃないと。どうやらですね、2人はものを作るのが好き、単純に。だからゲーム開発も全部が楽しいという、だからモチベーションが続いたという、とっても身も蓋もない、なんだとずるいぞっていう感じの答えだけど、おそらくですね彼らはいろんなものをいろんな情報をもう集めてそれが楽しいと。でそれをゲームに入れ込むと。でもそれだともう本当ブックのねもう本当ゲームだけどゲームじゃない風になるので、うまい具合にゲームに入れるようにだから探してきたアイデアをどんどん切るで薄くするっていうのを多分繰り返していったんじゃないかなっていうことですね。So your interest in game development, they aligned well. I guess they were on the same line. That's ね、そうこれからも楽しみです。Go ahead.
In general, Josué is always coming up with an idea, and then we discuss it like for a long time. We were thinking about how it fits in the story in the grand scheme of our emotions and our feelings of the game, and then we try to integrate it, then find some problems with it, and then we rework it. We try to find the most pure version of the idea, and then integrate it in the game. And sometimes we create, even though we did all this, we did like 4 months on a system or on an idea, a precise idea, and then we scrap it because it's just not as good as we want. So yeah,
that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, it's hard, but at the same time, I feel like the game is better this way. So
yeah, cutting is the most difficult. Cutting and finishing a game is the most difficult thing for indie developers, I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
ね、やっぱりあれ何の人だったっけwait, hold on, my brain freeze. wait, what did I ask you again?
Yeah, about like I was saying that the how did we process the our ideas and had ideas in the game and cut ideas.
Yes, it all came back. Oh my word, my brain. どうやですね、やっぱり2人、そうもうモチベの話からそうで2人、さらに追加の情報で、基本的にフランシスさんがなんかアイデアを話すと。でそしたら、なんか2人でね結構長い間それについて語るそうなんですね。で先ほど前も出たジョナサンさんはテクニカルの面で、難しいものに直面したらそれをこう、考えるのが好きっていうことなんで、そこがうまくバランスよく取れてたんじゃないかなっていうことなんですね。でもいろんなアイデアを入れていろいろ試す、いろんなアイデアを話して深く話して試すっていうのもよくやるそうです。でも一つのものは例えば一つのアイデアを入れようとしたんですね、ゲームに。でそのゲームにかかりきりで4ヶ月ぐらい だったそうなんです。でもその4ヶ月後にやっぱりこのアイデアダメだって言ってそのアイデアを投げちゃったっていう場合もあるそうなんですね。いろんな話に聞きますとやっぱり開発者にとって本当その削るっていうのはすごい大変なんですね。これ入れたいあれ入れたいっていうのがあるので、でもそれをやっぱりやったらこっちの方がこのゲームにとってはいいんじゃないかっていう風呂敷を広げすぎないっていうのが、まあ良かったですね。だからそういうふうに楽しんでゲーム開発をしていたそうですね。Thank you, thank you, thank you. Theme of the game. I'm going to change this question a little bit.
Perfect.
Okay. If you try to explain this game, not like explain like this is a game like this, can you explain this in like a sentence? If you pitch this to a player, do you think that is possible? Okay, I'll try first. I saw these questions, I have no answer. このゲームを説明する一文やるんだったら何か、もちろんネタバレなしでね。Okay. 俺だと first I'm going to think in Japanese. ハエがいて傲慢なハエ違うな。ハエとなって I'm going to make it very simple. ハエとなっておどろおどろしい世界をおどろおどろしいハエになっておどろおどろしい生物と話しておどろおどろしいエンディングを迎えるこれひどいね。Okay, here we go. You become an eerie fly in an eerie world where you meet eerie characters and you do eerie things and you face an eerie ending. How's that?
Very good.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it.
You embody a corpse-eating fly. Discover grotesque, story-rich world with different endings.
that's very.
And surreal stuff. Meet bugs.
No, that's too long.
Yeah, that's
okay, sorry. You embody a fly.
Well, that's strong. So ハエになる、ハエとなるか。That's very strong. That's good. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of games that put those a fly as a main character,
True.
but every time it does, it's kind of fun.
I play a lot of games. Let me check. I have
There's Mr. Mosquito that is more
Ah.
like a mosquito, but kind of a fly.
The sexy mosquito one. Are you talking about the Japanese game?
Yeah.
今ハエとなるゲームって少ないよねって話して、虫はいるよね。蚊っていうゲームあったよねって覚えてるOkay, when I search for fly, I have 5,000 games on Steam. There's fly, no, that's wrong. Fly and destroy, no, that's the fly. Fly o'clock, no, there's nothing about flies.
So yeah, it's not common to.
True.
Yeah.
True. And okay, how about Jonathan? Do you have a sentence?
I would go in this kind of the same way as François. I would say like something like you embody a fly, go on a mission to devour weird stuff, or to devour weird stuff and meet grotesque characters.
Yeah, that's a very good marketing pitch, I think. Someone's asking, did you watch the movie Fly? The Fly. The old horror
did,
movie.
yes.
Yeah. Do you think? What? Okay. Sorry. Did you have any inspirations for any other media, games, movies, anime, for this game?
The initial, the old prototype we showed you earlier was inspired by a music from Rec and Reference, so it was just music. And
Okay. Rec and Reference.
Yeah, we can write it in.
Okay, found it.
Another obscure stuff.
一応最初のプロトタイプさっき白黒の雲と灰のやつあるでしょ。あれは Rec and Reference というバンドからのこれね。はい。
Rec with the W.
そう。
I can.
Yeah, I found it. Okay, so which
song?
Which song Everything?
Stranger filled this hole in me. Well, that's the title of the track. I remember it.
Stranger Fill This Hole in Me. Rec and Reference というバンドの Stranger Fill、知らぬ人よ、私の穴を埋めてくださいっていう。Okay, I'm gonna have a little snippet. Okay, I'm not monetizing anything, sir. Okay, I am monetized, but no money, sir. Here we go. Okay, ちょっとだけ、ちょっとスキップしながら。Okay, here we go. What in the name? That's the first second. Okay, いくよ、いくよ。This is like goth Radiohead. Wow! Industry, なんかいろいろ、it's industrial metal-ish? No. Can you categorize this?
It's difficult. I feel
Yeah.
it's
Hello.
Experimental electronic metal, I guess.
Wow. Okay. So this song was inspiration for the mock, the
Yeah.
prototype. さっき見せた雲とハエの白黒のやつはこの曲からインスパイアされたって。Well done, sir. Yes, and?
I remember initially we were talking about the movie The Fly.
Yes.
But no, the movie The Fly was not an inspiration. I watched it later after having the initial idea.
Oh. Do you think?
But
if there's any similarities, like post, not inspiration, but I mean, do you think that The Fly and anything in common? Do you think?
Yes, the general movies of Cronenberg have this the psychological with goreness.
True,
There's
true.
something similar in our game when there's gore, but the gore is meant to be psychological in a way.
Thank you for follow. ザ・フライね、クローネンベルグっていうその、ビジュアルエフェクト、ね、グロめっちゃゴアのやつねの監督なんだけど、なんかサイコロジカルゴアって今表現してたけど確かにねっていう。そうで、映画自体はこのゲームの話、このゲームのアイデアが出てから見たっていうことなんで、実はザ・フライは全然印象を受けてないっていうことなんですね。Psychologically disturbing, yes. Which is, I don't know. Sorry, this is another jumping thing. Like, I did do a bit of research for work about horror. One of the things was why people watch horror is because you can stop at any time. You have control over the fear that you face. Yeah. So I thought that was definitely interesting. But also, I myself hate jump scares. Like, I love, yes, they irritate me more. I am very jumpy. And I go. So, but I love, I love these eerie, weird, like liminal spaces. There's a good game called Pools. There's no monsters. Yeah, I love that one. There's no monsters, no nothing, just weird sound and quiet nothingness, and I just love it. And I feel that it's really, really scary. So why do you think people like these psychological, disturbing, eerie, weird stuff? Do you have an opinion on that?
I can go first, also, and you'll have probably your own version of it. But as for me, I feel like it makes you think more, and it, even if the experience is kind of short, as for example, The Hungry Fly is about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours if you're a bit you explore everything. But even though the experience is short, it lives with you for a long time, and it makes you see the world in a way you didn't know existed or something like that. So it gives you a bit of a a different view on what you're used to, and you can start thinking a bit differently and start thinking about new stuff that you didn't thought about before playing it or seeing it or hearing it. So yeah.
But that can happen with anything, right? You think about a
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
But what do you think
But
is a little different with horror?
I feel like the different thing is the people. I think they're more open to experiencing things.
That's interesting. なるほどね。Alright, okay, this is a very technical one, so let me translate this. さっきサイコロジーディサービングというコメントがあったので、その精神的になんかいずいっていうかね、不思議な気持ちで、そう、ゲームの音楽も冒頭でやってます。これ、ツイッチのやつ全部アーカイブに上げるんで、YouTube にも。最初から見れます。で、前調査した時にホラーで、みんながホラー見るのが好きな理由の一つにいつでも自分で止められるから恐怖を自分で止めることができるからっていうね、その緊張と緩和を自分でできるっていうね、で、あなたたちで僕自身はジャンプスケア大嫌いでもそのおどろおどろしい感じのホラーは好きで、なんで人はそうだと思いますかっていうのを聞いたところ、今ジョナサンさんは、考えることになるから、それを経験した後にずっと残ると。でだからそれを経験したことによってこれから見るものが全て変わる。でじゃあホラーでもそれは他のことでも起こるよね。でホラーは何が違うかなって聞いたところ、ホラーを見る人はより多くのものにオープンであるからじゃないかって。確かにね、わざわざ怖いもの見に行くってアホやん、ね、でもだからちょっとよりオープンなんじゃないかなっていうことなんかな。Since the broaden the scope of understanding experience, so watching it has broadened your perspective or of something. Understanding, no, I feel. Understanding is like,
Oh no,
yeah,
that's for
like
sure.
I really like what I think like about horror is that you don't understand. Yeah. Okay, how about Francis? Do you have anything?
Yeah, well, when you talked about horror, yes, you can stop at any time, like when you're feared of something. But when other games that are more eerie, often they try to evoke different emotions, not necessarily fear, but it can be disgust, shame, things like that, which well, it's just a different experience, but it's also a negative experience. Negative in the sense that it's not, oh, I'm happy about something, I'm disgust about something, but it's still interesting to experience those. You gain a new perspective on something when you experience that.
So like, yeah, I understand, like, because horror, you feel, as you said, you feel a lot of things and they are like mixed, right? Like you see like if you see something gory, yes, you go ew, but also like some kind of what will happen if that happens to me kind of thing, and the feeling of unknown, right? Why is this happening kind of thing? Like, let's go back to the fly. The fly is, a little experiment, and little mistake ended up someone melting, right? It's like the ending of Robocop 1. Right? Like that, liquefied. And it's like, yeah. やっぱりその、ホラーをプレイするときいろんな感情ねがあるよね。でやっぱりいろんな感情を感じさせてそれで考えることになるからっていうのも言ってるんですよ。だからそれがいいことであると。でホラーっていうのを見るときに恐怖だけじゃないじゃん。なんかうわ何これとかって変なわけわかんない感情が全部、混ざっちゃうっていうのがねやっぱあると思うんだよね。そこがやっぱりいいホラーのいい部分でもあるんじゃないかなっていうね。Through concepts of many regional experiencing horrors, I reckon the most teaches us about our limits and the boundaries we must draw. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. And I prefer that, true. Like, some people say horror gaming, they create bad people, but no, they also teach you. This is bad. This is good. This is not nice. Sorry, not good or bad. This is nice. This is not nice. That's what they teach you.
Yeah, that's gonna make you feel not nice inside, and that's gonna make you feel nice.
Yeah, and maybe you feel nice about it, and then you have to confront yourself. Okay.
Yeah, in that way, that's worrying.
Yeah. Yeah, Osama saying that, yeah, this game itself was really fun to like think about afterwards. まだ今日はねネタバレしないけど again, we are not going to do any spoilers or not talking about endings, but Yeah, a little bit about, I guess, the theme. So without spoiling anything. Okay, no, ちょっと待って。Again, this is a question that I ask most developers. What do you want? Usually I ask them, what do you want the players to feel when they play your game? But I'm going to change that. I'm going to ask, what do you want the players to think when they play your game?
That's a good question.
Okay, I think you, while I translate this, I can, you can think about it. 普段私はこれ、開発者に大体聞くのが、あなたのゲームをプレイするときにプレイどんな気持ちになってほしいですかっていうのを普段聞いてるんですけど、今回ね、そこはホラーで考えるとかって言ってたから、このゲームをプレイするときに、あなたたちはそのプレイヤーに何を考えてほしいですか、これネタバレなしでちょっと回答してもらいます。どんなことを考えることになるのか。Okay, who's ready? Doesn't have to be two answers. One is okay. Okay.
I raised my hand again.
Okay. 手を挙げたそうです。Okay. Yes. フランシス君。
I don't personally expect people to analyze intellectually while playing live. I have a theme in my head and I have a clear idea of what I wanted to create and them to experience. But I just some people will analyze after playing, but usually it comes after playing. Just like when you watch a movie, usually it's after you've watched a movie that you're thinking about it. So it's not necessarily while you're playing. But what you should think about, well, the game was done in a way that people could interpret and complete the game in their heads. So I don't want to put words on their interpretation exactly, but it's just made in a way just abstract just enough so that they can put the words they wish to things in the game.
So it's not you want them to
There's
think
not a
something.
secret message.
Yeah, you want the players to just think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, he can reflect on it and think about his life, the way he thinks. Yes, if someone is asking, is there an answer? Well, the game is not a puzzle. It's not a puzzle to understand it. Yes, there's one way I see it, but my wish is not that you guess it. It's not a puzzle. I did not create the game just as if it was a puzzle that you have to solve. I wish you to just take what you like and understand what you like to understand. If you understand it, cool, but
いやいや、でフランシスさんの回答、フランシスさんのクリエイティブの方ですね。Oh, so someone saying you want players to feel, not think, right? Is the question that the comment is saying. What do you think?
Yes, on the first degree, yes, it's an experience. It's more, yes, feel first, and then you can think about what you felt. But yes, initially, it's an experience. So sure, it's. I wish people to feel more than think.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to say something?
No, I was just saying at first feel, then think.
OK、なるほど。どんなこと考えてほしいかというと、まずプレイ中は、まあね、いろいろこう考察とか別にそこまでしなくても、個人的にどちらでも全然 OK ですね。で、ただ最初プレイ終わった後に考え始めてほしい、まあ、考え始めるだろうということを言ってますね。で、考えるより最初に来るのはやっぱり感情。このゲームをプレイしてこんな気持ちになったわ。でそれについて考え始める。で結構いろんなその何でしょう、あやふやな部分っていうのをめちゃくちゃ多く入れているので、あらゆること考察ははかどるってやつですね。で一応彼のテーマは今の話だとちょっとありそうなんですけど、それが答えではない。答えはない。回答っていうのは存在しないか、いろいろと考えてくださいっていうこと。That is, yeah, that's very nice. Jonathan, do you want to add anything to that, or are you okay?
Yeah, as for me, I'm agreeing with everything François is saying, but I would add that I really like just seeing people think at the end of the game, like, what have I played? Like,
Ah.
what is this?
Mm.
Why have I played this? Why does it exist? I really like this feeling of seeing people struggle to understand this thing, and it makes me happy. I like absurd stuff. I like funny stuff also. So we're making like horror game, but with really absurd and funny themes. So I really like this feeling of people just going like, "What?"
it, I totally thought that as well. By the way, when I was I played. This was a Nexus, right? I played the Nexus demo. I was like, "What is
Yeah.
this?" Yes, and then I think the pre-demo, because I wanted to introduce the people. There's this crazy weird game. People know about this. I don't want to be the only one feeling disgusted. So I want to, yes,
You
and
share.
yeah, you share. Yes, share happiness and disgustness. So で、このゲームをプレイした後にやっぱりなんじゃこりゃって思ってほしいっていうのもあると。このゲームプレイした後にうわ何これっていう気持ちのもう気持ちっていうか疑問はてなはてなはてなっていうのをいろいろ考えてほしいっていうのを言ってますね。やっぱそれを見るのが好きであると。なんていうものをプレイしたんだ。何注文をプレイさせたんやっていうまさに山岡さんですね彼は。ホラーの作りをそれぞれの増殖をホラー化するっていう。あーなるほどね。多分それいいのかもしれないね。Okay, now it's nearly end. So there was a question that I wanted to ask. So this game came out, recently, October last year. So I guess you're going to work on it a bit more, maybe take away some bugs, glitches, and whatnot. From now, the future. Okay, there was a question. Someone saying, if right, you make a new game, will you make the protagonist an insect again? Is mantis fly?
It's not mandatory.
So it's coincidence that it's a fly that's an insect.
Because it's similar themes and similar experience, so it's not complete by chance, completely just by chance, but not complete coincidence, but we did not have in head that we will only control bugs in all of our games. It wasn't our initial plan.
We do like putting animals in general, though. We don't have a lot of humans even in our first prototypes. In our first game, we controlled a bike made of flesh that needed like lotion to keep hydrated. So we're just thinking about weird characters in general and anthropomorphizing stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, Cronenbergs.
Yeah, François does really like Cronenberg, so yeah.
That's a great comment. If you take away the bug, then how will it be about fly? True. You're fixing bugs and insects of bugs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's a good one.
So I have to do a bad job at programming to make this game.
Yeah. たまたまでもないけど、虫となるとは限らない。次回作ですね。これ次回作作るとしたら、また虫が主人公になりますか？そうでもないけどっていうね。で、他のゲームプロトタイプの最初のやつ作った時に人間よりもやっぱり動物なんか生き物の方が好きって言ってるんですよね。で、前もなんかね、なんか変な肉塊ね。肉塊がなんかローションでこう動き回るというキャラクターを作ったそうです。だからちょっとそういう風に人間じゃないもの、生き物、変な生物が好きらしいですね。という回答いただきました。Okay. Okay. Man, it's already 2 hours. もう2時間経ちました。That's 早いな。Okay. Is there anything that you wanted to say but you haven't said? Did you miss anything?
That's a good question. Enjoy weird games and play something new whenever you get the chance.
変なゲームガンガンプレイしようぜ。 新しいゲーム見つけたら楽しんでいこうぜっていうことです。Alright, and? Francis?
Yeah, I hope the Hungry Fly will be worth your time
Yeah.
if you ever have the chance to get your hands on it.
Yeah, it's a very personal game based on our lives and emotions at the time. Just as Repairing Mantis was about chasing our dream of a bit being developers, so Hungry Fly is a bit like that. It's based on our feelings. So I hope it can make people feel a bit more like what we thought about and felt at the time. So yeah.
このハングリーフライ、ね、今リンク貼りましたよ。ね、link is there, link is there, yes, on Steam. Check it out, definitely check it out. このハングリーフライをプレイした暁には、あなたの時間のね、まあちゃんとその元が取れたらいいなと思っております。とのことです。Remember, it's a short game, but it's prods your heart and brain and eyes. Okay? All right. So that's one important thing that I always have to say. Okay. All right. OK かな？はい。ということで皆さん、これにて終了となります。Okay. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you for receiving us. Thank you for reaching out to us.
It was great. It was really great. It was also a request from one of the viewers as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, like
Thanks for the request.
I played the game a few times and then I was also asking around and yeah, Hungry Fly. これ誰だっけ？これ笹川さんやったっけ？誰かリクエストをねしたんだよね。そう、これプレイしたらマジではってなる。なんだろうね。多分日本の変なゲームに一番近い洋芸だと思う。I think this is the closest you can get to a weird Japanese game, but it is not Japanese.
Oh,
If that makes
that's a
sense.
really good compliment.
Yeah,
I will cherish that comment.
You know how weird Japanese people can be, so no Japanese games can be. Sorry, well,
Yeah.
people as well, but
You will put your quote on our fridge.
いいそうマジでそうだと思う。はいということですね。あと YouTube ごめんなさい Twitch の方ちゃんと頭とお尻上げてもう一度動画としてあげるんですみません完全に忘れてました。Okay, I think that's it for today. So we wave and then I slowly cut the stream. So you can wave behind the camera, which no one can see, but thank you and goodbye. Okay, so we just hold on. We just wave hands. Okay, and then I first turn off YouTube. Yes, わかる。はってなる。Oh, yeah. So someone's commenting that the YouTube guy is saying that at times when you go like, what? He really enjoyed that.
Oh, that's really also always nice to hear.
Yeah. Yes. And so also all the best for your future endeavors. Yes.
Thank you very much, and you too. I'll continue to watch your stuff.
Oh, me and everyone. Yes. Okay.